Bombshell accusations from a former property manager at this Westside mobile home park. She's telling the News4JAX I-TEAM she knows the reason why tenants are getting outrageously high water bills. That whistleblower says the company that owns Three Seasons mobile home park, More Enterprises, has been estimating some of their tenants' water consumption and pocketing their cash. Some of the tenants are being billed hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month for water.
It would actually be enough water to fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool. News4JAX I-TEAM investigator Tarek Miner just spoke with that former property manager who, Tarek, laid it all out for us.
Well, this former Three Seasons mobile home park property manager says she first noticed water bill discrepancies back in 2018. And when she looked into it further, she says she uncovered a bigger problem. Water meters on property that hadn't been read for years. She says management at More Enterprises refused to fix the problem, and instead, she says, they continue to keep the cash.
So you're saying with that extra money that came in on a water bill, they would do what?
They kept it. More Enterprise kept that money.
Former Three Seasons property manager Terry Ann Warner says she can't remain quiet any longer, saying More Enterprises, which owns the park, charged at least 10 families outrageously high water bills while she worked for them in 2018 and 2019 for water that was never consumed.
$1,500, $1,700, over $2,000. And it's like, that's just not right. And obviously there was a wrong being done. And when it was brought to the attention of the company, they just didn't want to do anything about it.
Werner says when she started looking into the discrepancies in water bills and the tenant's monthly water consumption rate, she learned the water meters on each mobile home weren't being read at all, but instead only estimated by employees.
It had been years since the original meter had been read. So by them just estimating a couple numbers each month, when there was finally a reading, it made these huge $1,700, $2,000 water bills for people. And I brought this to the attention of the owner, Mr. Moore, and the people that did have the high water bills. I tried to talk to them and let them know, like, this ain't right.
It's then, Werner said, she started changing out the actual water meters in question at Three Seasons mobile home park. But she says More Enterprises refused to do the same at its other two Jacksonville mobile home parks, Orange Park North and Americana.
They brought back a meter reading, and it showed like a really low meter reading, but she was aware that, there were 10 people living in the house. She would say, oh, well, that's not a high enough water bill, and she would actually change the numbers.
Werner says she was fired from Three Seasons in 2019 after she refused to testify on their behalf in the case of this Navy veteran. The News4JAX I-TEAM interviewed last week. He fought Three Seasons for 2 years in court over his more than $1,400 water bill and won.
Something has got to be done to stop this. This is crazy.
Werner tells News4JAX that More Enterprises lost that case because she refused to take the stand under oath.
I told them I was not willing to go into court and lie and say that they had been read every month properly, and this was just based on a water leak. And this is ultimately why I no longer work for the company. They came in and told me things weren't working out and asked me to clear the office out.
Now, News4JAX has also learned that Three Seasons Mobile Home Park is still using Terry Ann Werner's name on eviction notices. There was a notice that I have that a local woman was served on August the 1st of this year, and Werner's name is on it, but she doesn't work for the company. I also spoke with the company's attorney today on the phone and detailed these new accusations. He didn't want to comment yet, but if the company provides a statement about what we reported on today, we will bring that to you. Now, Three Seasons lawyers do say they are taking these allegations seriously. They say they are conducting an inspection of a local tenant, Kelly O'Neill's water lines on Monday morning by a third-party expert, and they say they're willing to reimburse O'Neill if the problem is found to be on their end. In the meantime, if you were affected by this at Three Seasons, the Americana Mobile Home Park, or the Orange Park North Mobile Home Park, all owned by More Enterprises, Jacksonville's Office of Consumer Affairs asks that you call them at 904-255-7198 to file an official complaint.